My favorite TV show is the Roku screensaver. Because it's familiarity, you know, I find that very comforting. You know, you pick out your favorite building, it goes away, you wait a minute or two, and it's right there back for you. It's instant nostalgia, you know, it's very reassuring. I kind of need that these times. I don't know, I guess I want to win this thing, I'm not sure. I mean, I want to, but I don't know if I should, because here, listen, I did the math, prize money, that's like just enough money to kind of put me up in like the next tax bracket. I could lose my Medicaid. I'm not sure, you're all making it worse. No, actually, I thought about going back to school and becoming a teacher. I think that's my mission. I have a new purpose in life, specifically to be a grammar teacher, all right? Because I noticed that very few people know the proper past tense of hang glide. Yeah, you don't know, do you? I Googled this several times. The results are inconclusive. But it's hung glid. Hung glid, depending on certain sentence structures, hang glowed is also acceptable. I should probably use it in a sentence. Hey Glenn, did you take the bus or the train to the Apple Festival today? Actually, Jerry, I hung glid here in less than 2 hours. Really, Glenn? You hang glowed all the way here? Yes, I did, Jerry. I was on a Segway once, and I took it to this next joke. All right, but like I said before, I got a new lease on life. I've just been like trying to look at life a different way, and this is the moment that inspired me. This is when I just started looking at things completely different. I was at a 7-Eleven, and I was listening to one of the employees on the phone, and this is what they said to the person on the other line. They said, "We have 5 dogs on the roller now. We can put more on if you want." Whoever it was on that other line, I wish I valued my spare time so much that I would call 7-Eleven in advance to confirm the number of dogs that are currently oscillating on that roller before justifying making the trip to 7-Eleven. No wasted energy in that man. That is incredible. I want to respect myself that much. Just wanna forget my troubles and just relax after a hard day's work and just put a hot dog in between each finger and fantasize that I'm some kind of hot dog Wolverine with hot dog adamantium claws. And if you're paying attention, that takes 6 dogs minimum. And you're expecting me to get out of bed for 5 hot dogs? Whatever happened to customer service? I get anxiety. Anybody else? Yeah. If you had anxiety, you would not be shouting like that in a crowded room. I don't know. Yeah, I get anxiety every now and then. You know, one of my old doctors said that I suffer from extreme anxiety, And then I later realized that's not a real thing. They just kind of made that up. And that makes perfect sense because extreme anxiety, that's not a mental illness. Extreme anxiety, that's a Mountain Dew flavor. A Mountain Dew flavor that's only available in Nebraska, because that's where the focus group testing went really well. So if you ever want to go to the Taco Bell and go to the soda machine and mix extreme anxiety with Baja Blast, you gotta go to Nebraska for that. But, I don't know, I take meds for it. It helps. But it still sneaks up on me because, like, very recently I had this really bad anxiety because I was in my car, I looked to my right, and I noticed that a dog is watching me while I'm struggling to parallel park. I just froze. It just showed up, sat on a nearby patch of grass as if it was getting ready to watch a 4th of July fireworks display, maintained direct eye contact the entire time. I've never been more obsessed with anybody's approval in my entire life. And I got a weird relationship with my parents, all right? Like that, it tops even that. I couldn't do it. I freaked out. I bailed. I could not handle that dog seeing me fail, so I just continued to circle the neighborhood for an additional 20 minutes looking for another spot, because I was not emotionally equipped for the idea of being silently judged by someone else's dog. It was a Pomeranian. So it had that, really judgy face. Thing is that joke's like at least 2 years old, but it's still fresh because last night it happened again. It was at night, so it was terrifying. And it was just a snooty looking terrier. But yeah, I go to therapy for my anxiety and depression, and I don't know, my counselor, she's pretty cool, but I don't know, one time I was like talking about just how hard it is to focus at work, how hard it is to pay attention to things, and working at home is just really tough. And then she said, Eric, that's perfectly normal, that's totally understandable, those are valid feelings. I feel that way a lot too at my job. I'm like, you're my therapist. Your job is to keep me going. I can't do an off day for that, okay? I can't do that. I can't handle that. All right. I'm an atheist. Anybody else? Yeah, it's not cool. It's not a personality. Like, maybe in the mid-90s or something it was cool, but yeah, I'm an atheist. I've been an atheist for probably since I was like 12 or 13, and I think Nintendo is what made me an atheist. That's what they showed me the way, I don't know if you've ever had a similar experience growing up, but I don't know if you've ever been invited to a friend's house to play Nintendo games. And when you get there, they reveal that they're only allowed to play Christian Nintendo games. You ever played a Christian Nintendo game? I did. It was called Noah's Quest. You don't kill people, you forgive them. If you want to do a special move, you gotta pray for it. So I got frustrated. I was on the level where I'm like collecting 2 of every animal, and I just wanted to quit, and I take the video game out, and then I look at the cartridge, and I realize this Nintendo cartridge does not have the Nintendo seal of approval, okay? That little golden medallion that tells you this is a real Nintendo game did not have it. And that's when it hit me. If God doesn't have the Nintendo seal of approval, who is truly more powerful? And I never hear any radical Nintendites going on about how the life of a Yoshi begins with an egg. Thanks, everybody.